The Ukrainian military says Russian mercenaries have been trying to break through Ukrainian defences in several directions. That's in an attempt to encircle the eastern city of Bakhmut. Ukrainian forces are still withstanding Russian assaults on the ruined city. Bakhmut has become a focal point for 8 months of Russian attempts to advance through the Donetsk region. Moscow's forces have captured the city's eastern part but have so far failed to surround the city. We can get more now from our correspondent Nick Connolly in Kyiv. Nick, talking about Bakhmut, we're hearing from the US think tank, the Institute for the Study of War. It's saying the Wagner Group's offensive is likely nearing culmination. What do you make of that statement?
Well, I think culmination in the kind of military speak means exhaustion. There's a real sense that the Wagner Group that has recruited a lot of people, especially from Russia's jails, has been going through boots on the ground at an incredible speed, has not tried to really minimize those losses, have done some really risky attacks on Ukrainian positions, and that they are now desperate for more supplies in terms of artillery, but also manpower. We've got the news from Russia that they are trying to recruit as many as 30,000 new fighters in the next couple of months. Obviously, there's still the Russian regular army that could take their place, and there's a sense that the Russian leadership has invested so much, at least symbolically, in Bakhmut. It would be the first significant victory for months, that they are going to send in more resources and going to keep trying to get the city, which, probably has a greater symbolic than it does strategic importance.
Given what you just said there, Nick, Ukrainian forces are, of course, determined to make sure Russia won't capture Bakhmut. What is their strategy?
I think right now the most important thing is to avoid being surrounded. If you look at the map, you can see that basically this is a city that's surrounded on 3 sides, and there's a pretty narrow corridor linking what remains of Bakhmut under Ukrainian control to the kind of Ukrainian hinterland, and the 2 main roads leading in and out are also pretty close to those Russian positions, so that's a very dangerous situation to be in. We believe that Ukrainian special forces are trying to push those Russian positions back a bit, but also the Ukrainian garrison there in the city needs a huge amount of resupply every day, diesel, food, other supplies. But I think there is still an understanding here in Kiev that eventually the Ukrainian government will have to pull back from Bakhmut. This is a question of time, but for now they are definitely sending more people in and not letting the Russians get what they want.
I just want to pick up on something that you've said and what the Ukrainian government is saying. Of course, we know the losses in Bakhmut are very hard. People are asking, is fighting for Bakhmut worth it? It sounds like Ukraine's government is having a rethink.
Well, there's some very mixed signals coming out of, the kind of top ministries and the kind of top decision makers here in Kiev. Some, constantly kind of give kind of hints that this is a matter of time before they leave. Others say that this is crucial to Ukraine's efforts, that this is crucial to allowing Ukraine's expected spring offensive to work by binding Russian resources there, basically forcing Russia to focus their attentions on Bakhmut, allowing Ukraine more freedom elsewhere along the front lines. We've certainly heard in recent days from top US officials once again making clear they don't think it's worth it. Lloyd Austin, Defense Secretary, basically saying that this was President Zelensky's battle and implying that he wouldn't invest this number of Ukrainian lives and risk these, the potential scenario of being surrounded there. So there's definitely a difference of opinion there. And for now, we're seeing that President Zelensky is not willing to countenance a withdrawal and keeps talking about the fortress Bakhmut.
Right. Nick Connolly in Kyiv there. Nick, thanks so much.